back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown, broadcast on the Oilers Fanatic and the Heavy Hockey Network. That is a change from an announcement that I made earlier this week once I officially joined the Heavy Hockey Network. I was going to do two separate shows, the Oilers Rundown on my main channel, the Oilers Fanatic, and a show called Oilers News on the Heavy Hockey Network, but I have just decided it's way too complicated. I'm going to keep it simple, do the exact same show, available on both channels for you to view. The Fanatic Rundown, my game review, will still be unique to the Oilers Fanatic, and I will have a brand new show coming to the Heavy Hockey Network that is still to be announced, but it will, of course, be Edmonton Oilers related, so stay tuned for that one. So let's get to the latest here on the Edmonton Oilers. They did make a trade today, but not an overly exciting one. It involves the Bakersfield Condors. The Edmonton Oilers have acquired forward Jacob Perreault from the Montreal Canadiens in exchange for defenseman Noel Hoffenmeyer. Noel Hoffenmeyer has spent his entire time with the Bakersfield Condors. He was never up with the Edmonton Oilers at any point whatsoever, except for training camp, of course. Jacob Perreault comes in for the Bakersfield Condors to help up front. They needed more forwards down there. They've been dealing with injury problems all year long. Here's a little more info on Jacob Perreault from the Edmonton Oilers press release. The 22-year-old was drafted in the first round, 27th overall by the Anaheim Ducks during the 2020 NHL Draft. He spent a couple seasons with the OHL Sarnia Sting, registering 125 points, 69 goals in 120 games. Perreault made his NHL debut with the Ducks on January 8th, 2022, and suited up in 161 games for the AHL's San Diego Gulls, contributing 91 points, including 32 goals, before being traded to the Canadiens organization in March of 2024. And he comes from Montreal to Edmonton to join the Bakersfield Condors. Noel Hoffenmeyer going the other way. Kind of sucks to lose Hoffenmeyer. I thought he was a decent AHL defenseman. I don't think he was anyone that ever really had a chance of joining the Edmonton Oilers at any point, but someone you liked having there to call upon if needed. So sucks to see Noel Hoffenmeyer going, but Perreault is a former first-round pick, albeit 27th overall. He's the son of former NHLer Yannick Perreault, who played over 859 NHL games. Perreault just doesn't seem like he's found his spot yet. Hopefully he can find that spot with the Bakersfield Condors. Does certainly have some offensive pedigree, and if he does turn around here, he's still only 22 years old, so certainly not a lost prospect by any means. He does have a chance here to still make an impact, and even if it's only at the AHL level for the Bakersfield Condors, it will certainly be a help for this organization. If you haven't heard by this point, it was a very busy day around the NHL. Jacob Trouba getting moved to the Anaheim Ducks from the New York Rangers. The New York Rangers announcing they've signed Igor Shesterkin to a new 8-year contract for $11.5 million, I believe it was. So two big moves there that certainly overshadow the Edmonton Oilers deal. I believe there was a little bit of speculation linking Jacob Trouba to the Edmonton Oilers. I know it was discussed on the Spit and Chicklets podcast by Paul Bissonnette and Ryan Whitney whether the Edmonton Oilers could possibly have some interest. If I remember correctly, I think Ryan Whitney was interested if the New York Rangers were willing to retain 50% of Jacob Trouba's contract, making him a $4 million player for the next 2 years. And who knows, maybe that's what the Anaheim Ducks will try and do with Jacob Trouba, but we'll see what happens there. And I don't know, I wasn't totally interested in Trouba coming to the Edmonton Oilers anyway. He might have fit in on that second pairing. Who knows? And stranger things have happened. Maybe he does end up with the Edmonton Oilers at some point here, but I imagine he's probably going to be an Anaheim Duck for the rest of his current contract. But as a result of the Jacob Trouba move today, Oilers insider Bob Stauffer was reporting, according to Carr McGill here, that Cam Fowler may be in play in the trade market from the Anaheim Ducks. He would go for him. Cam Fowler is a left shot D, making $6.5 million for this year and next. The Anaheim Ducks would be willing to retain to move Cam Fowler here. He's someone that's been linked to the Edmonton Oilers since the summer. We know the Anaheim Ducks want to move on from Fowler. I think Fowler wants a fresh start somewhere else with a competitive team. I don't think any kind of a move is imminent. The Anaheim Ducks have a lot of cap space. They have really no need of urgency to move Cam Fowler out the door, but if Bob Stauffer is mentioning his name, I think there may be something to it, something to watch here over the next few weeks and months as we approach the trade deadline in March. The Edmonton Oilers, of course, coming off a big 6-3 victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets. I imagine it's going to be the exact same lineup tomorrow night against the St. Louis Blues. I'm going to have a special preview for tomorrow night's game with Philip Broberg, Dylan Holloway coming back to Edmonton for the first time since signing those offer sheets. I'm going to have a special St. Louis Blues fan joining me for a preview of tomorrow night's game, so you guys can look forward to that. We're recording it tonight, and I'll have that for release for you for tomorrow. But I think that's all I have for now, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the trade today. What do you think of the Jacob Trouba move, the Igor Shesterkin signing? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the Oilers Fanatic or Heavy Hockey, please consider hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and we will keep you up to date on everything Edmonton Oilers. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.